Welcome and good morning. I like to say, take time out and say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this video. And if you guys have any insights or suggestions, please feel free to put them down, and I'll do my best to answer them or help you out. Today, the topic of discussion is going to be a coach, and what does it mean? Well, to be a coach, everyone thinks they can do it. That's not necessarily true. To be a coach, there's a lot goes into it. It could be from understanding people and what they have in their life and what's going on in their world. To be a coach, there's not all people can be coaches, because it's not so much what you say, it's how you say what you say. The delivery to most people usually is negated. And a lot of these coaches, whether here in Ohio or wherever, sometimes don't say the correct things or the correct way of saying what they're trying to get across to these athletes, because they're caught up in the moment, or they're caught up in the wins and losses. And a lot of these athletes get to a point where they just decide to shut down, and they're not going to jump through hoops for you. Which leads me to talking about point emphasis number one. Basically, you got to become very positive. You got to be a positive coach. You got to look at all athletes in all walks of life. That you got to realize that they are human, and we do make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes as long as you're putting forth that effort. You got to keep giving positive feedback, because at the end of the day, if they try, they never fail. But if you fail to try, you always fail. And if you think about what I just said right there, that nails it on the head, especially when it comes to working with all athletes. Because what happens is, as long as they're trying, they're not failing. And we get caught up, again, in the wins and losses, but necessarily that's not the point. The point is you're trying to change a young person's life, and you're trying to change it for the better, and to make them realize, like, hey, it's okay to get knocked down, but it's how you respond, how you get back up, and realize that's life. The game of sports is just a small facet of life, and it's a great teaching tool. So you got to realize that you got to treat all teammates, all coaches, all players with the utmost respect, because at the end of the day, if you don't give them respect, they're not going to jump through hoops for you. They're not going to work for you. And you got to realize, again, they're human, and we all make mistakes. No one's perfect. And if you give them respect, they'll in turn hopefully give you respect. But if you think like, oh, this guy's a little pompous little geek or a punk, and you don't give them an opportunity, man, they're not going to jump for you. They're not going to do things that you're asking them to do. And you have to challenge them every day. Every day, every minute, every hour. And the reason I say that is because if you challenge them in their daily journal or their daily life or their walk of life, and you challenge them daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, you will see that A, you invested in them, B, that you showed them that you cared, C, you're basically a support cast that they may or may not have, and then D, you're realizing that, again, the game is a game, and it's bigger than the wins and losses. It's just we get caught up in, oh, how many wins did you have? How many losses did you have? That's not it. When it comes to coaching is about developing people, about developing relationships, creating bonds, creating memories of, like, oh, you remember when you jumped through this hoop, or you did this, or you did that. You didn't think you could do it, but I did, because I knew you. I know you. I know what you've sacrificed. I know what you've gone through. And when you set goals for each individual athlete that they have to do daily, you ask them, did you accomplish your goal today? And if they didn't, ask them why not. Because that little time that you just ask them why not shows you that you care. And if you care, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Because when you care, people don't realize that they mean something. And when they mean something, they're going to do things for you. So you gotta, being a coach, you gotta dig deeper. Instead of like, okay, today we're doing this, or we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing that. No, slow it down, coach. Slow it down. And start to invest in the young person as a person. And invest in what it is that they like, or what they're going through, or hear their story. Because if you take time out of your schedule to hear their story, and you show that you care, I'm telling you, they're going to jump through hoops for you. I've seen it. I've done it. I've been there. But if you're one of those coaches that say, okay, today we're doing X, Y, and Z, and you got to do it, and shut up, and you got to do it because I told you, because I'm your coach, they're going to turn their shoulder, and they're not going to do anything for you. So coaching isn't for everybody. And coaching is about how you deliver what you're delivering. Meaning, the way you go about talking to these people, and the way you go about telling them, hey, you made a wrong mistake, or you made a mistake, or you did this wrong, or you did this incorrectly. But I got to teach you maybe a better way of doing what you're trying to do to get you to get your goals quicker, and explain to them why you're going that way compared to what they did, and educate them and inform them. Then they have the choice to do both. If they want to keep going their way, then you know what? Realize then, hey, I gave you an opportunity. I gave you chances. You're not still listening. And you're not giving the effort that you should be giving, because you said these goals for you and you're not reaching them. So now it's my time as a coach to invest in everybody else, and also invest in you still, but realize that I'm going to put the next person in. And every day is an opportunity to compete. Just because you're starting or you're playing a quarterback this week doesn't mean you're going to play quarterback next week. Yes, you might have 3 touchdowns, congratulations, but that doesn't guarantee you your position. To me, for at least. And the reason is because I want to develop individuals. I want to make individuals realize that at the end of the day, everything in life is about competition. And you got to put that effort in every day, every minute, every hour, or else you're going to get passed by everyone that's trying to do what you're trying to do. Because you're one in a million out there that's trying to compete at that next level. The only thing that separates you from them is the investment in you. And as a coach, if I invest in you and you invest in you, sky's the limits. I'm telling you, as we are here today, you have to take time as a coach to invest in the individual and not get caught up in the wins and losses. Thank you, and God bless. Have a great day.